The economy grew 2.2% last year. The GDP number was solid, and yet the US added fewer than 200,000 jobs for the entire year. That's not a paradox. That's the setup. Most Americans track the economy by one question: can I find work? The official answer says yes. The data says something else. BEA confirmed real GDP rose 2.2% in 2025, down from 2.8% the year before. But still, growth. BLS benchmark revisions, analyzed by Indeed Hiring Lab, show just 181,000 net jobs added in all of 2025. The full year, before the pandemic, the economy added that many jobs in a single month. Same expansion. Different math. Look, job openings tell the other half of the story. BLS recorded 11.5 million open positions in March 2022. By December 2005, that number had fallen to 6.5 million, roughly a 40% drop in advertised vacancies. 3 years of erosion. Half of all renters in America are paying more than they can handle. Harvard's Joint Center counted them 22.6 million cost-burdened households in 2023. That's not a budget problem. That's the rent consuming the paycheck before the groceries get bought. Harvard's Joint Center found renters earning under $30,000 had just $250 left per month after rent, after utilities, $250 for food, for gas, for the car payment, and real median household income isn't doing much better. The Census Bureau puts it at $83,730 in 2024, statistically unchanged from 2019. 5 years of economic growth. Same paycheck. So who's getting hit hardest in the labor market? The official BLS unemployment rate stood at 4.4% in December 2025. The headline says 4.4. Good news. But BLS's broad U6 measure, the one that counts involuntary part-timers, sat at 8.4%, roughly double. Long-term unemployment, jobless for 27 weeks or more, hit 1.8 million in January 2026, up 386,000 in a single year. That's not a blip, that's a trend. The floor didn't rise, it disappeared. Now, some low-wage workers did see real gains. BLS data shows the bottom 10% gained more than 15% in real wages between 2019 and 2024. That's real. That's not nothing. But that's also not the middle. That's not the 35-year-old with a college degree sending out resumes in a city where the rent already took the raise. So where did the wages go? BLS data shows real average hourly earnings rose just 1.1% in 2025. 1.1. That's not a raise. That's barely a rounding error on the grocery bill. Since January 2021, Bankrate's Wage to Inflation Index finds prices rose 22.7%. Wages rose 21.5%, a negative gap. Cumulative. Workers are still behind on the math alone. Great system. 1.8 million Americans have been out of work for over 6 months. That's not a statistic. That's your neighbor, your coworker, your block. Is your city still waiting for the jobs report to catch up? The GDP grew. The wages barely moved. The jobs didn't follow, and somewhere between the press release and the paycheck, the story quietly changed, and nobody sent a notice.